Um,
I will if nobody else does.
Kevin, go ahead. You're live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Crafting a Chat,
oh,
episode 133. Sucks to be you, Genesis. You joined about 30 seconds too late. All right, everybody, we're here on this beautiful Tuesday night. How's everybody doing before this winter fun that we're about to experience?
Kevin, I'm doing great, but also props to you for knowing the episode number. Honestly, most of the time, the other guy, he always asks me, but you were on top of it. Real proud, real proud.
I see. I've been replaced.
I'm sorry, you're not allowed here anymore, sir. You can leave. No,
God.
I'm just kidding. Welcome. I told him not to do it, but he took over Genesis. I didn't want him to do the intro. I don't
That's
know what was
okay.
going on there.
Listen, it's okay. Kevin has some special privileges in my heart. He can take over anything he wants to.
Kevin, I'm gonna need you to take over Genesis's role as a father, just to see. I want to push this. I want to push
Ooh,
this
no,
boundary. I want to push
no.
this boundary.
That's
I will never.
that's the one thing that I think Kevin would be like, nope, I don't want it.
No,
No,
not at
just for
all.
like a day.
No.
Wow, not even that. Okay. All right. Well,
133 going live. Sorry about how I'm so
If
late.
Genesis was like, hey, can you watch my kid? I'd be like, hey, no.
hey, can you just watch my kid while I run to the bathroom? No, take your kid with you.
Honestly, yes.
Damn, Kevin.
damn.
The one time you finally agree he comes back, where's my kid? I have no fucking clue. I have no idea what happened to her. I don't even know. How many kids did you have? You had 4? Because I think I lost 4 of them. How'd you lose more kids? I'm so
Listen,
upset
everything
with you
happened
right now,
really
Kevin.
fast.
Losing those 4 kids.
Oh boy,
There
server.
was a clown.
Hmm?
Huh?
Hmm?
No?
Huh?
Don't got
Clown?
that? Alright, cool.
Who's a clown?
Kevin, I'm not sure where the clown came from, but I respect it. I respect
Just
it.
trying to make
That's
Stephen
the one
King's
that
It
stole the
reference, but
kids.
that's alright.
That's the one
Yeah,
that took the kids. Kevin, I got it. You know?
I know.
I know. Yeah.
Alright, Adam, since you got it, what'd you play this week?
Kevin, I played a couple games. I played Powerwash Simulator for the most part. Not as much as I normally would because I've been getting off at midnight to get my 7.5 hours
Oh,
of sleep.
TMI.
What? Oh, okay. But yeah, I didn't play too much of that. But the last couple days, I've been playing Ultimate Sackboy. Been having a little bit of fun
Ooh,
in that.
Ultimate Sackboy.
Ultimate Sackboy. Everybody here knows of it. I know Genesis is fully aware.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mobile game. There was a Run Sackboy Run that's been destroyed, and Sony was like, "Well, we need a runner Sackboy." It's not an infinite runner, but it's got a lot of microtransactions, a lot of garbage I'm not a fan of. But
Hmm.
I'm playing a Sackboy and I'm having a good time. About 35 to 40 seconds at a time. And you're getting costumes and you're upgrading the costumes. I'm getting my daily challenges in. You know what I mean? I've just been playing the last couple days because it came out yesterday. So playing the hell out of that. I think I have like an hour and a half in it though.
I have
So
a
I'm just
question.
running. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Do you run while you're running with Sackboy?
I do not. No, no. When
Oh.
I was talking to Desunoto before the podcast started. Um, I worked out today. I went to the gym because my work has a gym and I used it. But I barely run. I briskly walk
Mm-hmm.
at this point. But no, I don't really use my phone at all. I don't even listen to music. I'm just concentrating on my breathing and like
Oh, wow.
That
making
is
sure
some.
that I'm doing. It's because I'm starting out. I'm not. I'm just not. My head's not fully in it. Plus, there was a guy there who started talking to me. And he's like, "Oh, you're part of this ladies team," and I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And he's like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I'm like, "We don't need to do this," but like, all right. And then he was like, "Ah, you gonna be here tomorrow?" And I was like, "No, I am not." And he's like, "All right, you get Thursday." I'm like, "I'll see you Thursday." And he's like, "Cool, cool." I'm like, "Great, great."
Sounds like he wants to be friends.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
I
got a
mean, like,
friend.
hey, I'm not gonna lie. A workout buddy who's also in management, I'm not upset about that. It's just like at that time, I wanted to show up and look at the equipment and be like, how the hell do I use any of this? All my years of
And
working in a gym, and I've just have no idea what any of it does. So that was fun. But he showed me how to do something. Then he was like, "Oh, I used to be 300 pounds, or getting close to it, and as of like a year and a half ago, I'm now down to 230." And I was like, "Yeah, and what do you? I weigh 180, sir. What are you guessing? Why do you think I weigh close to that? Why are you telling me your story? Thank you for the motivation, I guess, but also, how dare you? I'm thin now. Like, what a dick." No, he's a good guy.
you
But
you
like,
weigh you weigh 180?
no, obviously not, you stupid son of a bitch. No, I'm just kidding. You're not stupid. And your mom's a nice lady. No, I'm way closer to the 300 than 180. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I'm 1 pound closer to 300 than 180. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Kevin, do the math for us.
4.
That's good
4?
math.
No, in the last like week, in a
400?
couple days. No, what? Fuck no, Jesus. No, in the last couple days, I've lost about 9 pounds. Or in the last week and a couple days, I've lost about 9 pounds. So just from changing my eating habits and stuff.
That's
But
excellent.
yeah,
Good
thank
you.
you. My goal is to get real
Very
thin so
nice.
I can punch you in the face, Genesis, and run away.
Uh,
No, don't worry. It's one time. It's just gonna happen one time. And if you love me as a friend, you want this for me, right?
you know what? I actually do.
Good, good.
I
That was a
hope that you
test.
can punch me in the face fast enough so that I can't catch you because I'm so fat.
Gee, no, we don't want that. Also, that was a test. I'm punching Kevin. Really thought he was gonna say good there, but he didn't. He didn't say anything.
No, no, he was like, I'll
He's
stand my
silent.
ground.
Also, I got a Fit Watch thing. I don't need a Google Watch anymore. Um,
Why?
I found, because I don't need a smartwatch. I found this thing called the SKG version 7 on Amazon. It was $50 and it does everything I need it to do.
Aw, oh, well, I'll tell you after the podcast.
Okay. Well, I appreciate all the work you did, but I don't need it anymore. Also, it was
All right,
$50 with like a 30 or 20% off coupon, so it was like really $30.
nice. Okay,
But it literally does everything, and it connects to Google Fit, and it even gets like text, like it shows text and stuff. I can't reply on it, but I don't really want to. I don't even really want the text going through there. I'm thinking about turning that off. But like, yeah, it's crazy.
awesome.
It's also
Cool.
saying my heartbeat right now is 42 beats per minute. I don't know about that.
Sir, you'd be dead.
No, I wouldn't.
You'd be dead.
No, I wouldn't.
You'd be in cryogenic sleep.
That's not how that works.
That's exactly how that works.
What?
You'd
What?
be in cryogenic sleep because you'd be the next Captain America.
I'd just be real calm if I was at 42. Like, okay, I'm at 87. Okay, that makes more sense.
I thought resting is like 80 something.
It depends on your age and your athleticism and your
Ah,
gender. So,
so if I'm a fat male who's 80 years old, my heart rate is a steady 12.
gotta be honest, if you're a fat male, you're probably not making it to 80. You know what I mean? Me and Healthy
Ah,
Desinoto, the Healthy Boys as we're called now, we'll make it to 80. You and Kevin, 55 max.
55 what?
55 plus,
Kevin,
sponsored
did you
by
walk away or something or
55 first
Oh, no, I blacked
responders.
out. What's up?
nothing? No,
It was his 55 acting up. That's why he blacked out.
Yeah, my
no.
55 was acting up in my knee.
See?
Oh, all right. Well,
He knows.
that's all I played.
All right, I'll
All
be right
right,
back.
thank you, Adam. Desinoto, I don't know if you went. I don't know who else went besides Adam.
Just me, literally just me.
All righty, Desinoto, what'd you do? Good. Great. Fantastic.
She muted? You think maybe?
I don't know. Nope, he's dead. Anyway, all right.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem. Adam, you want to know what I played?
Sure.
All right. Well, that was the most unenthusiastic sure
Oh
I've ever
no,
heard. Okay.
I'm in the party and it shows that there's a controller next to you.
There's a controller
There's a,
next to me.
yeah, like if you go to the party, like go to that little party screen, that little party chat thing. Is there a controller next to me? Is it because we're playing the same game?
No. It could be because we're playing the same game. I don't see the controller though.
Hold on, I'll take a picture and send it to you.
That's weird. Yeah. Anyway, what I played Sonic Frontiers. I played just last night. Been having a fantastic time in Sonic Frontiers. Cannot recommend that game enough. I think it's a fantastic game. I've been playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the new season with Kevin. I also played. I think that's it. Actually, I didn't play anything else. A bunch of COD and some Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, I unfortunately have not watched The Last of Us yet.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's fine if we want to still go into spoiler discussion. It's not a big deal.
Oh yeah, no, we are. That's why I was saying that sucks.
Yeah, that's okay. No problem. I don't mind it. I'll watch it. It doesn't matter to me. I'll watch it, and I'll
Why
have
don't
my
you
own
watch
emotions about. I was busy today, and then yesterday I was busy at work. I didn't get a chance to watch it, and then I was playing Sonic last night. I should have watched it last night instead of playing Sonic, but I really wanted to play Sonic last night. I have no idea why. I played quite a bit of Sonic yesterday. I'm now on the final world of Sonic, and I was like, oh god.
I believe it.
Yeah, I have played quite. Even though PlayStation says I only played 3 hours, I've played quite a bit of Sonic.
Hey man, I played 1 hour of Powerwash Simulator.
I can't understand how you have gotten so far in the game only in 1 hour of time.
Hey man, that 3-hour job I did that one night, I did it in less than an hour apparently, because I've done literally, I don't know, what's 155 divided by 5? Whatever that is. That's how many jobs I've done.
37.
That's good math. I like his math.
Are we even sure it's true? You know what I mean?
No, it's wrong.
It's 31.
No, I gotcha.
I mean, I was going to say it's true. I was just going to go
31,
along with it.
Yeah.
It's 31, Kevin. I already got it.
Kevin is the leader of a cult. So
Kevin is the leader of a cult. Kevin, you want to know what's crazy about that cult? You still have time to play games. What'd you play?
What'd I play? I don't remember.
Daddy, we played Call of Duty.
No, I played Call of Duty. I played Final Fantasy Theatrhythm. I played Hogwarts Legacy. We Were Here Forever. Finished that.
I totally forgot we played that.
We beat that.
Yep, we're on the way to Platinum. I totally forgot about that. Totally forgot.
Haven't played Atomic Heart yet because I've been very busy today. Probably be doing that during the podcast, which is why I'm not in Minecraft right now. Just waiting for this freaking patch to download. And there you go. Yeah, that's what I played.
Kevin, have you heard all of the stuff that's going on about Atomic Heart? Any thoughts on that, or is that going to be something you actually talk about today?
All the stuff that's been going on with Atomic Heart. At least we got it real generic there. All right, I'll just start talking then, I guess. All right, so apparently there's issues with the trophies. All right, I really don't care about the trophies one way or the other.
What issues are there with the trophies?
I don't know. Apparently, certain ones aren't tracking correctly. Certain ones aren't unlocking correctly. But the game's reviewing pretty well. Certain people are like, "Oh my god, this game is super buggy." Other people are like, "Wow, this game runs like silk." And other people are like, "Huh, this game crashes every once in a while." But you know what? It's pretty good. So I don't know where we're gonna sit. What else? There's a lot of people out there who are like, "Oh man, if you buy this game, you're supporting the Russian government." I don't understand where that comes from. There was an interesting Steam forum post that said that they think that Valve should be put up on war crimes. It's a little fun read right there.
Not even thinking about this. Yeah, maybe. They've done some stuff probably. Constituted war crime. I don't think Atomic Heart has anything to do with it. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. I would say that's a war crime.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm itching to get in because there is one thing that I've heard recently that the difficulty of the game is quite up there, and I'm like, oh, good, because I was playing on hard. Let's do this.
I hear the melee combat is super fun and everything else is kind of garbage. So please report back.
Well, we'll see what happens. Oh, don't worry, I will.
Oh, I know you
my
will.
my extensive FPS experience. Oh yeah, I'll be
Here's
reporting
two
back.
things that are going to happen. It's one of two things. Next week, you'll be singing its praises and you'll never play it again. Or you'll be talking about how shit it is and you'll play it until it's finished. Because that's who you are, and I don't understand. Am I wrong, though,
I
Kevin? Am
No,
I
I
you're not.
mean,
wrong?
I think that really only applies to Call of Duty, honestly speaking. I think that's just
Oh
specifically to
my
Call of
I
god,
don't
Duty.
think it does.
you are so wrong.
Am I?
See
Oh
Counter
wow,
Strike.
okay.
Um,
Every game he's ever talked about, he's like, this game sucks, and I finished it. Or this game's great, I have to get back to it. That's literally how every conversation with Kevin goes. And I love him for it. Never change.
I won't. Don't worry.
Thank you. How's Biomutant going?
Oh, it's going great.
Anything
Fantastic.
else you played, or is that it? Is that the end, or?
No, that was it. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
cool. Yasunoto, you want to finish us off for this section?
Mm-hmm.
You want to edge us all off?
You wanna just
Um,
swallow that wet fruit you got?
excuse me.
He's chewing. Sounds like fruit.
Okay. No, it's some pizza with peppers and
Oh,
That's the opposite of fruit.
spinach on
Actually,
top.
no.
Um, let's see. I did not play any Code Vein. But wait, actually, in the past week, maybe I did. I'm not sure when I played it last. But myself and Kendrick have found a pretty pretty good way to get the like the most tedious trophy in the game, which is maxing out your multiplayer rank
Mm-hmm.
in game, which is 30, which you attain by getting 400 cooperative medals. And the way to get these medals are pretty much doing the multiplayer levels together and beating all the bosses. And as you get further and further, you get a little more medals with each boss. So we found the one area gives about 10 per run, and it takes about 10 minutes to get through it. So running that over and over, he's at like I think 2 something now. I'm at like 1 something. So we're getting there, but it's taking a while. But yeah, so there's that. I didn't really play too much else, but oh man, oh my god. Obviously, there's The Last of Us. But also, I watched this show that I loved the first 3 seasons of till the end of season 3, and then I started season 4, and I finished season 4 part 1. Part 2 comes out in March, and I can't believe how great the direction they're taking the show is.
Didn't you talk about this last week? With you?
Did I?
I don't know. I thought you did.
Well,
I
I
think
think
you started it.
I'd started it, yeah.
Yeah.
There was like 5 or 6 episodes, I think, and I just finished the last one that was available to watch.
Mm.
And man, is this show getting cray fucking Z.
Craig Genesis, please.
Cryogenesis
Excuse me?
um oh my god. Show's so good. Again, I thought season 4 was gonna be shit. That this man goes to Europe and he finds some other girl to chase after, but nope. There's a lot of shit going on. And there's oof, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's somebody who might be coming back.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it Love?
It's
Um,
my week.
no spoilers.
No
I don't
spoilers.
even
My week.
understand how that would even be possible. Anyways, whatever. I don't care. I don't watch the show.
But yeah, I would still wholeheartedly recommend watching You. One crazy show with twists everywhere you don't think of. Um, I think that's it.
Cool. All right. Kevin, you got a topic to speak, Kevin?
I do not.
Wait a minute. Now hold on a minute. I thought we were going to talk about Call of Duty and stuff today.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I guess I could.
Well, now last time this happened, it's because Kevin wanted you to do the topic and he would chime in. I
Okay,
don't
I
know if
can do
that's
it if you.
happening now, but I'm
Yeah,
just
do you want
saying
me
the
to do
last
that? I
time
can.
this happened, this is what that's
I can do
about.
that,
Okay.
and you can chime in. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. So, okay. Oh, sorry. Call of Duty Season 2 now. We've got a couple of different additions into Season 2. It is including the Return of Resurgence, the expansion to DMZ and Warzone, which includes Ashika Island now. We have about 3 new guns that have to be unlocked in the game. I believe all of them are through the Battle Pass. Well, 2 of them are through the Battle Pass, one is through challenges. Uh, 3 new maps, I believe, have been added to the game. Dome. Ooh, I can't remember the other 2. Kevin, help me.
What?
The maps that were added to the game. Dome is one of them. I think there's 2 more
Oh,
maps
I
that
don't
got
remember.
added.
There was a
Well, okay.
museum map.
The museum. There you go. And then there's one more, and
There
I
was
can't remember
supposed
what
to
the
be
last.
Ashika Castle or whatever the hell, but I have yet to play that map.
Okay, so there's 3 maps that have been in the game. So there's Dome, uh, the museum, and Ashika Castle. Um, and as well as a bunch of tweaks that have been made to the game. That Infinity Ward is always trying to balance and patch the game. So for the time that Kevin and I have played Season 2 so far, I've played quite a bit of multiplayer Season 2. Kevin and I have played a good amount of DMZ matches in Season 2. Couple of things that I have noticed uh, in multiplayer, I'll start with. Multiplayer, it seems as though we're going back to the formula of I'm dying in one shot and everybody else takes 18 shots to die, unless I'm using a specific gun. If I'm using any old gun, like let's say I want to use a gun that I like, for example, the STB 556, it is no longer annihilating people the way it was in season 1, even though I checked the change log, and the only change for that gun is an adjustment to one of the firing modes for it, which is in semi-auto. When you have the high grain ammunition to it, it's a body damage adjustment, which I'm not even using that on the gun. I don't know if it's just me. Kevin, I know, was saying the same thing. He was like, "Why the hell is it taking so many bullets to kill somebody?" But I die in 2 shots. You know, I just I don't quite understand what balancing they did. It seems like they've put some balances on the grips. They've put some balances on overall damage, or changes to overall damage, and it just seems very, very one-sided to certain guns. There are certain guns that will do well, and then there are other guns that I don't think you can use in Call of Duty anymore. They're just not doing the damage they need to be able to do. The marksman rifle doesn't like the Lockwood is still trash. They haven't done anything good with it. The TAC M, I think, is the other marksman rifle. That's still pretty good. The SAB is still garbage. The Oh god, I haven't tried the crossbow. Apparently, there's another assault rifle which Kevin tried. He can give you his first impressions on the ISO Hemlock, and I think there's a shotgun which I think you also unlock, Kevin. I don't know if you used it yet, but
Yep.
I think you unlocked that.
Yep.
Um, Maps, I like Dome. I've played the museum map, which was available in the beta when Kevin and I had first played, but got taken out of the main game for some reason and then put back into season two. We have not hit the castle, like Kevin mentioned before. Um, and then the battle pass. A lot of people have a lot of concerns around this battle pass. They're saying it's harder to obtain battle tokens. I'm not particularly seeing that it's harder to obtain battle tokens. I think it's the same. Maybe I wish there was like multiplier for battle tokens, which would make it easier to get the battle pass done faster. But I think it's the same. The thing that people are having an issue about is that Activision's making is automatically using your battle tokens by the time the end of the season hits. So when the season is over, and let's say you have like a stockpile of, I don't know, 20 tokens, for example, right? And you didn't use them, it'll just use them automatically and let instead of letting you bank them for the next season pass, or the battle pass, I mean. And a lot of people are like, we don't want that to happen. Why are you making us use that? We wanted to bank that. I guess that was the original intention when season was around, but season one was around. But I guess they changed it with the introduction of season two. The challenges are pretty much the same. Um, and then we come over to DMZ, where DMZ we've played, and God, Ashika Island is I think Ashika Island was very cool at first, but the more I play of Ashika Island, the more I realize it's a mess of a map. It is just not a an enjoyable map to play for two major reasons. One is that it's tiny, but they pack the same amount of AI on it that they would pack in Al Mazrah. So for comparison's sake, Al Mazrah is about like 5 to 6 times bigger. I think that's an even comparison, right, Kevin? 5 to 6 times
Yeah, something like
bigger
that.
than Ashika Island. Um, no, maybe 7 times bigger actually. Um, and there's a ton of AI on Al Mazrah. You know, there's tons of spots, tons of AI. They took the same AI that's in Al Mazrah and just basically shoved it into Ashika Island. Anywhere you go on that island, if you take a couple steps away from one AI mob, there's another AI mob waiting, and they're shielded. They have way more armor than you do. They have way better weapons, way better aim. The main complaint of us telling Infinity Ward, like, hey, can you please tone down the AI? Like, it doesn't need to be this serious. You have 18 players on this map. You're not even going to get to fight players if the AI keeps popping up at you and killing you every single time you spawn in. Um, because it's difficult to stay alive. Even the first 15, not even 15 minutes, God, I'm putting a stretch. First 5 minutes, it is a task to stay alive. Um, no, I mean, it's a cool addition, but I feel like they could have done way more with it. In terms of the big differences in the map, the missions that are included in the map. There's still so many keys too to open everything, and the keys just don't drop like they should. Like keys will drop, but like they're not dropping the way that I think that they should drop it if you want to explore the map. Um, and then it's one other thing I wanted to say, and I totally forgot it now. You included the single rider jet ski that you could get on in the map, but there's got to be a little bit more of a variety to this map. Like there should be different themes to this map, different variety. It seems like it's just a broken off piece of Almazra that you put on the side and put Japanese theme on it. Like that's all you did. So, but that's my take on season two as of right now. Kevin, what you got?
All right. So season two, as of right now, The ISO Hemlock is pretty good. Um, the actual weapon model bounces around quite a bit excessively, in my opinion, when you're firing it in full auto. I don't understand why. It's like the only assault rifle that freaking bounces all over the screen.
So, what I heard is got a
Um,
lot of sway from other people
the
who've used it.
KV broadside is the shotgun. That seems pretty solid. Um,
That full auto
fires
shotgun, or is
very
that a
fast.
pump action?
It's not, no, it's not full auto. It's semi-auto, but you can fire it as fast as you can pull the trigger.
Oh,
Um, it's only effective at really short range. Um, and then let's see. There's a crossbow that I haven't unlocked yet. And there's supposed to be more guns, but I don't think they're in the game yet. Um, as far as the new maps, I don't like them. I think they're pretty bad, but I mean they've been in the game before, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, but I'm really not a fan of most maps that come into Call of Duty because I just don't think they do a good job actually designing a map where the 5v5 works very well for all weapon types. Usually, you either want to set yourself up to just run and gun like crazy, or you need a gun that carries damage over long distances because there's absolutely nothing to hide behind in the middle of each level. Um, but hey, that's me, and I'm particular, and it's coming off of Vanguard where you're able to play like up to 16 on 16, and that was fun as hell because it makes all the guns balanced because you can have every role on your team. Um, but at any rate, the DMZ map, I absolutely despise this map in every way possible. This is like the worst possible thing they could have done for DMZ coming into season 2, where everybody's going to be like, oh man, what are we dropping in season 2? The only cool thing about it is the missions now involve both maps, so you might have to do something on one of the two maps that you can start on, whether it be Ashika Island or the
Al Mazrah.
Al Mazrah, thank you. You might have to do something on there for the first part of the mission, and then go to the other map to complete it with that same item, because now you have like a mission item inventory, which is a really cool idea. I did not think of that they were going to do something like this, and I didn't think to mention it the last time we were talking about where DMZ could go. Um, but this map is just hot trash. The underground section's cool, because it's got like this whole waterway and stuff, and there's a bunch of
Got
hard enemies down there, two
juggernauts
juggernauts,
down there. Yeah,
but there's no loot. Zero
yeah.
loot in the tunnel. That
You
so
you
you
beat
kill all
all
these
these
things for no
enemies and
reason,
you don't get anything. You can head into
right?
the hideout of Suki Castle, but you need the key to open the door.
Yep. So you do all this for literally nothing because you can't even go underneath the castle and like infiltrate in that way. You still need the key. So what the hell's the point? Um, the map has pretty much nothing marked on it. You have to zoom in so far just to see the names of regions. When you're playing Al Mazrah, they're basically on the map at all times. So you have to keep playing with the zoom level in order to see anything. And there's almost no named buildings on the entire map. Pretty sure that the mission references the Ashika village town, or the Ashika Island. I'm going to call this village until I die. Ashika Island Town Hall, when you should be going into the city hall. I have no idea where an observatory is because that's not marked on the map at all, nor have I seen anything that looks anything close to an observatory. And it's a small map, so yep. Um, I don't know. The design of the map is fine, but like actually playing Ashika Island, it plays really well as far as especially like player versus player perspective. The AI the AI is fine on the map. The reinforcement is again way too strong, just like it is in Al Mazrah. It happens too frequently. You just get done clearing out an area so that you can like look around in it, and there's more AI being dropped off, and there's more AI being dropped off, and there's more AI being dropped off. So you also have this boss helicopter that comes in the first like 3 minutes of the map, and it sits in the middle every single time. At least it moves around a little bit in Al Mazrah. I mean, it kind of favors the port, but it can be a little bit off that mark. I'm guessing because the map is so small, it just always goes to the middle. But because it always goes to the middle, If you're trying to do the hostage rescue contract, you're probably going to have to deal with dodging the freaking attack chopper as well. There's no rocket launchers on map as far as I can tell. There's really no reason to play the map because I have yet to find any high tier gear other than a large backpack. Um, and unless you're doing a mission on the map, it's, there's no reason to play there. You get keys for Al Mazrah in Ashika Island for some reason. There's so many locked things that I haven't gotten any keys to. I think I have one
We
for
have
Ashika
so many
Island out of all the keys.
Al Mazrah keys that we got, and I would rather go play Al Mazrah than Ashika. Like I just don't care to play Ashika. That's my problem.
Yeah, we definitely kill enemy operators all the time, pretty much on Ashika Island. Like we've been killed, but
Oh
we
yeah,
have a
yeah,
positive kill death for sure.
hundred
Um,
percent. I do because we encounter them way more often since it's smaller. The thing though with Ashika is that like again, it feels like a broken piece of Al Mazrah that you took and you just made it on its own. But at the same time, Al Mazrah just got its updates with the second train on there.
you know,
Right now, there's a train that goes in the opposite direction. Some of the
yep,
AI
we got
sections
second
have been
train.
reworked, and
Some of the AI is a little better.
hmm
Um,
some of the area got reworked as well. There's some secret areas that we haven't ran into yet.
yeah. There's the plane crash. There's a few other new things. I forget what exactly we've seen.
Yep, yep.
But and then there's the missions. The missions are more interesting. I do like that. I do like what they've changed with the missions. I like Crown. Crown is very interesting. It involves a lot more than just like collect blah, kill blah. It's more of like, oh, go to this map, find this specific item in this area, and then take it to this dead drop it off. And I don't know, it's more interesting
Yep.
as far as I'm concerned. It gives you like more of a direct
Got more
goal.
content.
Yeah, and I don't know. DMZ is still fun. I'm still gonna play it. I still want to do some of these missions, but Ashika Island could have been so much better, and they really need to change the actual. When I say like the map is bad, I mean the actual map that you pull up and like reference, because like I said, you have to play. It's a smaller map. There's no reason I have to zoom in super far to see everything on it, because then you just have to drag all over the place. Well, move the right stick, drag whatever platform you're playing on. You have to go all over the place just to try to figure out like where certain buildings are, if they're even marked on the map. Which there's like what, four maybe maps that actually have like name or
Um,
buildings that have names on the map.
yeah, something like
Um,
that.
there's only like five regions of the island that are labeled, and it's all around the outside edge. Um, so like the missions reference places on the island, but you will never know what they are until you happen to stumble across it because there's just no markings anywhere. Whereas you play in Al Mazrah and it's like, oh, here's the quarry. Also, here's like it's not called a warehouse, but like there's a specific named building there. Oh, here's that too. Oh, here's Rohan Oil. Also, here's the underground. Oh, here's the police academy that's also in whatever region that is. The name of the city I forget.
The city, yeah.
Also, in that same city, here's the bank, here's the post office, here's the arts center or whatever it was, here's the grocery store. Like, there's the airport down there in the south. In the Satik village, here's the Satik cave complex. Like, they label freaking everything so you have an idea as to where you're going, where you need to go. Ashika Island is a mess. This map is so bad, and I don't understand what we went wrong. Um, but I guess that's really my main issue with it is just this. Oh, this map is so bad. They need to actually put a lot more information on it, so you don't have to keep looking up online where everything is when somebody happened to like stumble across. Oh, this is what they mean by this. And plus, like I said, I'm pretty sure they got town hall wrong. It should say city hall. And they're two very different things because there is a town on the map. Um, but eh, still Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty, like it's par for Call of Duty. So
Pretty
that should say
much.
something. Uh,
Yeah.
we're not. We started off real strong. Modern Warfare 2 was like, wow, this is blowing us away. And then right away, first major, season change. Oh, no, we're back. We're back to Call of Duty. Resurgence looks really fun though. I want to play that. I definitely do want to check that out.
Yeah, we'll have to give
I don't know
that
if you
one a
know what
whirl.
Resurgence is.
I did not play it back in the day, but I heard it's a fun game mode. I have
It's
not
like
tried it.
Warzone, but like it you respawn in if you get like enough points or something like that when somebody's dead. Like they just respawn in. So basically, if you keep like killing, you can keep respawning down to teammates. It's just a high intensity, high action thing. Which
Interesting.
On Ashika Island, I've watched like people playing it, like Tim the Tatman. Oh my god, dude, this looks so freaking fun.
All right, well maybe we'll give that a shot. I'm more than happy to give that a shot. I'm ready for that. We'll do that. Maybe give DMZ a rest a little bit and do that.
Yep.
All right, well, that's Call of Duty in a nutshell. We'll continue to play it even though we hate it. That's how Kevin and I roll.
I wouldn't say I hate it. Oh, we do have to play multiplayer more though, because I want to unlock. I want to try to unlock the crossbow through those challenges.
I think I did one of them, so I have 1 out of the 6 challenges unlocked, and then the rest of them keep getting updated as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Okay.
All right, Adam.
Yeah.
All you baby cakes.
Oh me, baby, daddy.
Oh,
We're gonna do what we normally do. Destino, you watched Last of Us, I'm sure. Yeah, you did.
yes.
Kevin, you watched it. I know you did.
Yep.
I watched it. Genesis did not watch it, but he doesn't care if we spoil it because he hates the show. So
Hmm.
that's weird. Anyways,
Wow.
no, he said he just hasn't gotten around to it, but he's okay with us spoiling it.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
So
You're right.
we'll spoil every single
I
second
mean,
of
you
this
haven't gotten
episode.
around to it.
He's a father. He's got work. He's busy. He's a busy man.
You had a whole
Busy man.
damn week.
He's a busy. What do you mean?
It's Sunday. It came out
Yeah,
2 days ago.
It came out on Sunday.
You had a whole 2 days.
All right. Anyways, we're gonna start with Desinoto on how we felt about the episode with their quick thoughts because I'm a little concerned about his memory. So we're gonna start with him and go from there.
Well, they covered quite a bit of ground.
Yeah.
We found Tommy, we found his wife, we found
Was it Maria, his wife's name? Is that what his wife's name was? Okay.
we also found out he lost a son.
What?
Tommy had a son in this?
No.
I don't know if it was.
No, Maria lost her child.
Oh, okay, it was Maria's son.
Yeah, Maria lost
Okay.
a 3-year-old child named Kevin.
Wow.
Kevin?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were 3 and you were lost, and your mom's name was Maria?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But another emotionally charged episode with the one scene that was straight from the game, and oh my god,
It's so good.
I was crying a little bit. Not as much as last week, but it was hitting me real hard. So good.
So good.
Some tense moments as well.
Can't wait for you to go into detail of what this scene is.
Yeah.
I think I have an idea, but
Yeah, you know, but we'll tell you.
Yeah.
It's all good.
All right, Kevin, what's your overall thoughts, opinions?
Oh my god! Overall thoughts. All right, so it was is that more specific? No, I guess that's specific. Overall thought. Hey man, we're still hitting it out of park. This was a real good episode. Real good ending. Just more solid banter between characters.
Oh
including Joel with the new character, Tommy. Well, not like totally new, but like we finally get to see him. And then what's her name? She was pretty cool too.
Maria.
God, I can't remember her name. Maria, thank you.
Yep. I liked her a lot in this episode.
Yeah, she's got a cool cool character. But again, side characters. The first I don't know what the hell you want to call him. We'll call him a rider. The first rider that's holding the gun up to him.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man. You don't need to give that good a performance. Come on.
Also, real quick,
Also,
that
his mask
weird.
was slightly falling down in the one shot. Really like that.
Yeah, the
Anyways,
weird ADR line where he's like, "Now her." I was like, "All right, now what's going on here?" Clearly, that was recorded in a sound booth, and it just sounded so fucking weird.
mm-hmm.
I
I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice it either.
rewatch it. You'll be like, "What the fuck?"
What
Because
the
he's
fuck did he
talking,
just
and
say?
then all of a sudden he's like, "Now her," and it's like that's not what you sounded like normally. I don't know what happened there, but oh my god, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Anything else, Kevin?
No, that's about it.
Okay. Um, I'm kind of on the same page with both of you. Still think this is great. I did have one problem with this episode. And I think that the game did one part better, but we'll talk about that. It's not what you're thinking. It's not what you're thinking. Um, but yeah, overall, really, I liked it quite a bit. I think Maria is a better character in this show than she was in the game. Just because we spend a little bit more time with her.
Yeah.
Um, and then everything else is kind of specific stuff. So, who wants to start with the specifics?
I
I don't know why I
wanna.
said that. Kevin, go ahead.
I wanna because I need to bring something up. All right. Now,
Oh.
so we've been told that there's no such thing as time travel, right?
Uh
Right,
huh.
that hasn't been discovered yet. So how? I mean, come on, they definitely went back in time to like the old west and bought that town as like a set or brought it back here.
Okay, so I don't fucking know. I did not watch the behind the scenes of this town.
Oh,
Um,
I missed that too.
yeah, I totally missed it because I was just like, I got something else to do. And I don't know if it's a real
Fuck.
town. I don't know if they built this town, but uh, I mean, since you started with that, holy fuck, does Jackson look like Jackson from the game? What the fucking shit? What the fuck? What in the
Yeah.
fuck? Like in the first game, Jackson's not a thing. You're just starting the dam up. But in this, it's been a
Yeah.
couple of years since the dam's been started up, so everything in this takes place in Jackson, and there are so many fucking references to see the Last of Us Part Two. But we'll get in. Desunoto and I will have a little segment about that at the end of this. Um, but holy shit, that town looks real. That
Uh
town
huh.
of communists.
And you
And
know,
then Tommy realizing that he's a communist was very funny.
yes, it is.
Um,
And you know what? What also I think sells that so much is I feel like all like the extras that they have in the background.
they're doing
And
stuff.
maybe I'm wrong here, but like they're all doing stuff. Did they like go, hey, if you're gonna be an extra on the shot, we actually want you to arrive like 3 days prior to shooting because you're gonna live here,
You're gonna live here.
so that when we come to like shoot it, you're just gonna be doing the stuff you were doing the past few days.
Also, it's a real good town going on because there's a point where somebody's pushing somebody else in a wheelchair. Like they're
Yep.
taking care of like the sick and helpless and elderly, and it's like, what the fuck?
I don't know why it's so much more believable. I
I
don't like, you know what I mean? I
yeah.
don't get it. But you're watching, you're like, oh damn, okay,
I
okay,
think another
this
good thing
exists.
in comparison to the game, when you reach Tommy and Maria in this little settlement in the game, you're still in fall. You're not yet in winter. And I think switching it
Hmm.
to winter, I think was a better idea because it looked like you could, I mean, with the white snow, everything just looked so pretty and so nice. And then the Festival of Lights that was going on because there was a sign that said like Festival of Lights 2003 and they still had all the lights everywhere. And then they had the fucking thing, the room from, oh my god, guys. I was losing it during this. I was losing it during all of Jackson, absolutely losing it. Love that town. It looks so good. Kevin, you're absolutely right. Also, everything where it was made sense.
Hmm.
Like the things that were next to each other made sense. The places where people live, like you saw it, you immediately got the sense of a layout, and then you saw it from a different angle, and you're like, wait a minute, oh, seems to be a real town, or they clearly
Yeah.
had a real idea because in that short little tour, I knew where they walked from.
Right.
I knew where they entered the place from, and I knew where they like, oh my god, it was wild, absolutely
And it's
wild.
like, God, I don't know how to like say it. Okay, so it sort of resembles like a Wild West town. Not exactly, but like that's the kind of vibe that I got.
Yeah, small, yeah,
But
I see
like
that.
you don't see like a horse carriage go by. You don't see the tumbleweed. I feel like I don't know. Most movies, it's like, oh, hold on. We gotta sell it. This is a Wild West. We gotta have the
Let's
tumbleweed
add the
here. We
tumbleweed
gotta have the
here.
sheriff. We gotta have the horse. Or maybe a carriage. Do we do both? I don't know. Do we also have a shootout? Maybe. Like they took all that. They were like, Psh, people live here. Here, sweep this porch. Do this. Do that.
Yeah,
Like,
oh my god,
oh man.
so
And
good.
it was just so much better, and it's such minor little things, but I'm
Yeah,
there. You know it's a good show when you completely lose all track of time, and then the episode ends, and it's not like, oh man, like obviously you can't wait for the next one. Like I can't wait for episode 7, but you're also not like, oh my god, I need more. Like no, not that's not what I want to say.
like you're craving
Every
more,
episode
but you're
is like
still
contained.
satisfied.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. Thank you. Like
yep,
you just experience you went through an experience and you're like, you know what? Okay, there's not more. I'll pace myself. This is
yeah.
okay.
There's a beginning, middle, and end to every episode, and sometimes you're like, oh, thank God this is over. I don't know if I could continue. And other times you're like, fuck, that was good, and I want more, but I need time to think about things. That's why I think what's helping build this show for me is just talking to you guys about it, because I think it's just so much fun. Also because it's based on like an IP that most of
Right.
us here either love or know about enough to talk about it. But like I just find this so much fun to talk about this show, because not only is it something that we like, it's something we fucking love, and then we talk about it, and then we learn more things about it, and like pick up things like just oh my god, oh
Yep.
it's so good, it's so good.
It's so
Um,
good. It really is. Oh, and then can I jump to the end right away, or
yeah,
do we want to go
you can
more?
do whatever you want. These are
So
open.
okay. Music in this show. There's not a whole lot of actual songs with like lyrics that
Oh my
exist in the
god.
real world that they throw into the show.
Oh my
But when
god.
they throw it in,
Oh my god.
like, do you really have to? Do you
Oh
have
my
to make me
god.
cry? Come on,
I
show.
To
Come
use
on.
the same song from the very first episode,
They did.
but a cover and much slower. What the
Hmm.
fuck? Genius.
It was genius. The
Absolute,
placement was
like,
perfect. Even when
yeah.
it starts, when the song starts, is perfect timing
My
with what's
A-
hairs
going
were
on in the scene.
dancing.
Absolutely heartbreaking, that scene.
Hmm. Oh
Okay,
man.
but real quick, because Genesis, I don't know if Genesis, are you still listening? Do you care, like, if we give an
No,
outline of the episode?
no, that's fine. I'm still listening. I'm right here,
So
guys.
this episode is the one where they go to Tommy, they have that conversation, everybody knows about the conversation. And then Ellie's like, and he's like, you're better off with Tommy. And then he eventually goes with her. This is the one where he falls on the rebar, except in the show he gets stabbed by a piece of the bat, which is wild. By the way, I don't know
Hmm.
if any of you noticed, if you two noticed that it's a piece of the bat. It's the end of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
bat. I was like, I
I didn't
missed
know
it
when
the
it
first time.
happened,
Oh no, I didn't
but
miss it. Yeah.
I missed it the first time. I thought the bat broke, and then all of a sudden he had a knife. But then all of a sudden, I looked at it and I was like, "That's a big fucking knife. Like that's a weird looking handle on that knife."
You know.
Oh my god! And then Ellie just the fucking performances in this episode, just the not only Ellie at the end there, but then that conversation. Destino, we'll get there in a second. But when Joel is giving that speech to Tommy about failure, That scene
Mhm.
fucking broke me. That scene was so hard to watch because in the show they've given him like, I mean, he's a real man. So they've made him more real, and then he's suffering panic attacks in this show,
Yeah.
and then he sees an older version of like a girl who resembles his daughter, and that girl has a daughter, so he's like thinking about the life he could have had, and then
Oh.
he's losing it, and he's already having feelings like Ellie's almost like a surrogate daughter for him at this point, and he's telling Tommy like, I can't fucking do this. I'll get her killed, and I can't lose another one. I just can't do this. Like when he's explaining like she's immune, like I saw her get bit, like I feel like I'm a failure. She had to fucking kill a guy. Brian, shout out again. Brian's death is that's why they got that guy, because Brian's death was important. Um,
Yeah.
but when he's talking about like how she's 14 and she had to kill him, and he's like 5 years ago I would have fucking just destroyed that man. But now he's too slow and too fucking deaf to do anything. And then he talks about he's dreaming every night and how he doesn't remember the dreams, but when he wakes up, he knows he's lost something. And I'm like, fuck me! Oh my god, this is a better reason for Tommy to take Ellie. I think in the game, Tommy Joel tells him like, hey, fucking, it was your cause, do it. Like you want to be the hero, and Tommy's like, okay, I'll do it. Um, it basically is that, but in this, he just
Yeah.
lays everything out on the line. Like, this is why I can't do it, and also like you could still be the hero, but at the same time, like this is the only thing I'll ever ask of you. This is the last thing I'll ever ask of you ever again. Like, just do this, and then the world should be okay, and you'll be the hero because I can't fucking do it because I'm losing it. I'm literally losing it, and it's
Yeah.
so heartbreaking, that scene, absolutely heartbreaking. I don't know if everybody else felt the same way with that, but oh my god, Pedro Pascal,
That scene
Emmy.
was another hard, hard scene to go through.
I find that scene harder than watching Henry and Sam die because it's just his voice cracks, everything. Oh my god. Oh, just a strong, burly man being like, sometimes it gets sad, and I'm a failure. I've been a failure for 20 years. That man has felt like a failure for 20 fucking years. Just like, also, I like how Tommy was more understanding of the things Joel did in that gap between the Sarah's death and now. In the game, Tommy's like, I have trouble sleeping, and you're a piece of shit for doing that. But in this, he's like, hey, I understand why you did that. It did keep us alive, but we had other options, and we should have taken those. Like, he's more understanding than being a dick about it. So, I think I just like Tommy and Maria more in this than in the game. And also, this guy still sounds like fucking Tommy from the game. It's weird.
Tommy and Marie in the game were really, I feel like they were really just put in there as like super side characters, and they were only really fleshed out more in part two.
Yeah. Yeah.
In this, it
Yeah.
feels like they're the people from part two
I,
in the first.
absolutely. That's a
Yeah.
perfect way to explain that because yeah, in one, if you asked me what Tommy's wife's name was, I would have been like, no fucking clue, some blonde lady. And then in this, I know Maria. If I didn't play two, I would still know that's Tommy and Maria because I think her interactions with Ellie were fucking awesome, and
Yeah.
she's a better character than Maria ever was, even in two. And I'm like, I'm even more excited for season two for her because I know she's gonna be fucking great in that. Like, oh my god. Yeah, and Tommy just also wearing the jacket from two. Very exciting. Just Tommy in this is just, I don't know. Then their reunion is beautiful. Like
Yeah.
Joel being like, Tommy! And then Tommy not even shouting, just being like, "Mm," and then like running over. Like, oh. Like, I knew it was going to happen, but I still was like ecstatic that they met up.
Yeah.
But then he's like, hey, what are you doing here? I came here to save you. But they're talking, and then Joel's like just lying about stuff. Yeah, I was just passing through. You have been on like a 3.5 month journey to be here. Like, what are you talking about, sir? What are you talking about? Tell him that. Like, oh. But then he does break down and tell him everything. So, oh,
Yeah.
so fucking sad. So good. We could go to that scene if you want to now, Dustinoto.
Oh, the bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh man. Yeah, the bedroom scene that played out in the game, I think was pretty much one for one.
It's almost word for word, except he doesn't say you're
Yeah.
treading on some mighty thin ice here, Ellie.
Oh yeah,
He
He
says,
didn't
don't
say
say
that.
another word. Don't. That's what
Yeah.
he says
You know,
instead. And
in that tone that he used.
yeah,
Oh my fucking god.
if we were concerned about performances in this, especially fucking Joel shined for me in this episode, but Ellie in this scene, oh my
Yeah.
god! I saw people online were calling her Belly now because Bella Ramsey is Ellie, so.
Uh,
And I'm like, I'm not calling her Belly, but I'm just gonna fucking do it. But Belly here, she's Ellie. She is literally Ellie, and every episode
yeah.
it confirms when she gives that fucking line of like, everyone's left me except for fucking you. Like, she sounds like Ellie,
She does. She
and
does sound exactly like her.
it's so heartbreaking. Like the lines are similar, and the delivery is almost the same, except there's even more nuance and just the looks on their faces, and it's absolutely devastating, that scene, and it's so sad, and I love that scene, but I have an issue with it.
Oh.
I don't like how it's in a room where they're staying the night. I would have preferred if Ellie ran away. Because in the game, Ellie runs away after she finds out that Joel might be leaving her. Because she's like, fuck it, I just won't be your problem. I'll go somewhere else. And in this one, she doesn't run away. They're just in the bedroom that they're sharing the house that night. And they have that conversation. Then Joel goes outside and like thinks about Sarah. Then the next morning, he's like, all right, let's go. And I thought that was like a weird turn. Because in the game, I was like, oh, Ellie running away is Ellie being like, fuck you, I'm leaving. And Joel, for a second, feels that loss again. So he goes after her, and that's why he chooses to go with her. Because he's like, he basically recognizes, like, that he has emotions for this girl. But in this one, it's like, he even admits in that conversation he has emotions for her. But he's like, you're going, because I'm weak. But then he gives her a choice, like, hey, I still recommend Tommy, but do you want me? And she immediately chooses him. So I kind of would have liked if Ellie ran away. I think that was done better in the game. I think his choice is not really well explained in the show. And this one lady I work with who hasn't played the game and know nothing about it, she was like, it felt like a scene was missing as to why he made up his mind to take her. And I was like,
because
yeah,
he was so adamant about it as he stormed out of her room,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden in the morning he's trying to steal a horse,
And then he
and
just
then he's
stays there for
like,
a half hour, and
"Oh,
he's like, you know what? I changed my mind. I will give you the option of going with me.
yeah."
I found that weird. I found that
And like,
very
why
weird.
in what world would Ellie ever say no to that?
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
way she would ever say no to him
yeah,
in that instance.
yeah. And it's just that's why it's so strange. Like, what? Why did Joel change his mind? Like, did
Yeah.
he think about it all night, and then when he went to steal a horse, he just got stopped? But then why did he off? I don't know. It's just like it's weird. It's very strange. It was It was a choice. I'm sure they cut the running away and then a house fight in the game. It doesn't really work in the show because they're doing far less of that. But like, I think her like disappearing, like maybe hiding out in the town would have been cool too.
Yeah.
Like maybe she goes
And
to
then he
hide
has
at
to
the
go and
sheep
find
farm.
her.
Yeah, and he finds her at that sheep farm because he talked about being a sheep farmer. Like that would have been cool.
Yeah.
And they think like she ran out of the town, but she's just hiding there. Just some kind of like Ellie's in control of that situation. But it just never happened. But I mean, still, that scene in the room is just as crushing as it is in the game. Just,
Yeah.
it's weird. I'm still appreciating this show just as much as the game, if not more. Either direction. Where I'm like, man, I know one day I'm going to be in the mood to play the game, and I know one day I'm going to be in the mood to rewatch the show. It's weird. Kevin, anything about that room? Kevin dead?
Oh, hey, I was muted. No.
All right, cool. Anything else about the show episode?
I don't think so. Oh.
We have how many episodes left? I know you went over this last week. I forgot. That's why I'm
How
asking.
many do you think we have left?
9 episodes in total, so three more left.
That is correct.
Okay,
7, 8,
I
9.
just want to know. Okay.
Yeah. Based on how they went through this, I'm assuming the next episode is somebody being left behind. You know what I mean? You understand? Everybody get that joke? Everybody get that reference? Great. Yeah, this episode ends with Joel being stabbed and falling off the horse after bleeding out, and Ellie being like, "I can't
Gotcha.
do this without you, Joel."
Gotcha.
Part 2 references. Um, Genesis, do you care about this?
No, not at all. You can please go
Okay.
ahead.
Tessinoda, I don't know if you caught all the part 2 references. There's a lot.
Oh.
The fucking bar that Tommy and Joel are at is the bar that Ellie and Dina have a drink at in Last of Us Part 2 at one point. That's the bar where that slur happens. And then Joel throws the punch.
Oh, I didn't realize
Yeah. And then that dining hall is the dining hall from the Last of Us Part 2 trailer and scenes in the game where they have those lights and shit on the ceiling. And they still have them on the ceiling here. Then you fucking see Dina. You see a girl playing Dina from a distance, peeking on their conversation, and Ellie's
Oh,
like,
that
"Who the
was
fuck is
Dina.
that?" She's wearing the exact same fucking clothes as Dina.
I didn't
Did they
even
get the actual
think
actress for
about
Dana?
that.
They got an actress for Dina. It's not the
Oh,
same as the one in the game, but also they might not even use that girl. But it looked exactly like Dina and also had her jacket. And Neil Druckmann was like, "I'm not telling." Also, the girl is credited as Dina. um, So holy fuck. Also, Ellie Maria's taken them through a tour of the town. They show they show Ellie a horse named Shimmer, a young Shimmer,
Yeah,
Ellie's horse in
okay.
part 2.
I remember Shimmer.
Also, fucking Joel wants to be a sheep farmer. Ellie becomes a sheep farmer in part 2 with Dina and the baby. Like, holy fucking shit. He just wants a farmhouse, and
Ooh.
then that house that they're staying in is a house that Ellie lives in. It's the same green house from part 2. Oh my god. Also, the way they open the gate is the exact same way they open the gate in part 2. Also, the way they. Also, the gate looks exactly the same in 1 and 2. Like, holy fuck. Like, you see kids having a snowball fight in the same kind of gym park as they're doing the tour in the background as well. I am so fucking excited. Ellie gets her purple eggplant coat that she has in part 2. That's like a giant and it's eggplant, and she makes fun of it. Ellie takes a sip of whiskey, and that's a reference to Left Behind. And she says, still gross, or yep, still gross.
Yeah, she said still.
Yeah, because she originally takes a sip in Left Behind, offered by Riley. And oh my god, just there's so many part 2 references in this fucking episode, and it's so good. It is so good, and I love it. I love everything about it. Also, Maria's pregnant, which wasn't. I think
A
they
few
lost
months
a
along.
child in part 2. I swear I remember Tommy saying something like that,
Hmm.
but I think I'm wrong on that. I think I'm just making that up because he talks about how their marriage has been kind of on the rocks in part 2, and then with the Joel thing, it's getting worse. But oh my god, loved a lot of this episode. Loved 99% of this episode, I would say.
I have
Just
to go back and watch it again.
yeah, there's a lot in there. It's it's fucking crushing. Like how many
I
things
was
you
watching
recognize.
Kendrick and two other people, two
Mm,
other friends, and they were talking sometimes and like kind of breaking my focus that I usually
yeah,
have when I'm watching the show. So definitely gotta go watch it again.
yeah. Also, I've watched it twice. Genesis, get your shit together. I watched it twice.
I'm
Anyway, I'm
sorry.
just kidding. Hey, I'm just kidding, man. You're busy man. But I
2
also
whole
like,
days.
yeah, hey, that's fair. That's fair. Um, I also liked instead of them being stopped at the wall, they were stopped in like the middle of nowhere, surrounded by horses. I kind of like that more than what happens in the game because in the
Yeah,
game I always thought, why the fuck would they let them get so close to the wall?
yeah, that's
Like I know
well.
it wasn't really a town
There are
then, but
only
at the
two
same time,
people.
no, there's more of them there.
Well, I mean, Joel and Ellie are just two people
Oh yeah, that's
walking
true.
up to the wall. Maybe it's not as much of a threat,
Yeah,
but also it's also a different time, right?
yeah. Oh, also, real quick shout out to the old couple in the beginning. Love them. Love everything about them. They were very funny, and their interactions with Ellie specifically very funny. This episode was funny. A lot of comedy. Also,
Hmm.
Joel wanting to be a singer came up. Oh my god. The exact same conversation from the first game, except the it was a little different because in the first game, Ellie is all like, it's the first time Joel brings it up and he's a little shy about it, and then Ellie makes fun. But I liked in this that it was the second time Joel brought it up, like what he wanted to do, and he was kind of shy about it. And then Ellie was like, "Hey, come on!" And he opened up, and then she fucking ridiculed him, and then he closed right back up, and it was really funny. Um, just all the little references. Her trying to whistle, that's a fucking conversation in the
Yeah,
first game.
whistling.
Like, oh, they're laying the groundwork for season 2, and I'm scared, and I'm sad, and I'm excited, and I'm sad, and I love it, and oh my god,
My God.
oh my god. Next episode is gonna be heartbreaking. All right. Anything else from anybody, Kevin? I know you're playing Atomic Heart, and you're kind of not here anymore, so
Huh?
yep.
Yeah.
Anything else? Are we good?
No, I'm pretty good.
I'll make
um,
sure and watch this week and then catch up with next week,
Yeah,
obviously, as
Genesis is a
well.
bad episode. Don't recommend. Frank and
No,
Bo
no, no, no,
returned.
no. I can't. I just can't understand how this show is legitimately just not slowing down. It is a nonstop train that is just pummeling through cement wall after cement wall after cement wall that is in front of it. It's I don't understand how the show is doing this. I don't know.
I
Is
mean,
there
I
another
don't.
show that is like this that's done
Breaking Bad.
this?
Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
Okay,
Breaking
well, yeah,
Bad's the answer, where it ramps up
I
every
wouldn't know.
season, and you're like, there's no way
Also,
it can ramp up, and you're like, what the?
Ozark as well.
Oh, Barry.
I know you haven't watched it,
I have not. Yeah.
Adam, but Ozark, oh, every season just ramped up.
Yeah, one day I will just sit down. That and Mr. Robot that you've recommended. I still
Yeah,
have to sit down. I watched a couple
Mr.
episodes of
Robot.
Mr. Robot. I just haven't done anything with it. I don't like what's his face. I don't like his face. I keep wanting to call him Elliot Spitzer, and that's definitely not it. But like, I think his name's Elliot in the show.
Yeah, his name's Elliot in
Yeah,
the show.
yeah. But
Um,
I don't know. I gotta watch one of those. Which one would you recommend the most, Ozark or Mr. Robot?
due to the fact that I never watched the last season of Mr. Robot,
Mm,
um, probably Ozark.
okay.
Jason Bateman's crazy.
Yeah,
That man is
underrated
insane.
actor.
Like, that's his show, and he's in the show.
Yeah. My favorite movie with him is called The Gift. And
Oh yeah,
have you seen
I
that?
have, yeah.
I
I've seen
love that movie because it is fucking weird. And also,
Yeah.
Jason Bateman is like, I don't know, he's good at playing like someone who used to be a bully. Because he kind of looks like he was a bully, even though he's like the nicest person apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, highly recommend The Gift if anybody hasn't seen it. But another show that ramps up is Barry. It's a comedy drama hitman show on HBO. It's fucking great. It's got Bill Hader, and the Fonz.
Mm.
It's a weird show, but like, it's the most close thing to Breaking Bad, I would say, of any show I've watched. That's doing the formula of Breaking Bad so far. Of like, it's ramping up, it's dedicating more and more to its world. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. Also, Better Call Saul, there's not really a ramp up because you kind of know where it's going, but it does, I guess, ramp up.
Mm.
So, there's a few other shows.
Okay. It's just something that I was like, I didn't know many of others, so thank you for clarifying and let me know.
Breaking
of
Bad
course.
for sure. That
Yeah,
should be
Breaking
the
Bad's
first
the number one
one.
answer. It's the
First
number one
one.
show.
Okay. All right. Anybody else got any topics for this week? Alrighty then.
I think I do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Please go ahead.
No, I was thinking. No, you're fine. State of Play is happening.
Yes. I forgot about that.
On
State of Play is
Thursday.
happening Thursday. Yeah.
Third party, 5VR, 2 games, and Suicide Squad. Anybody have any thoughts on that?
They are heavily investing into Suicide Squad. I did not think Sony was heavily going to invest into that. Did that appear at a PlayStation conference first?
It might have.
I can't.
No, I think it was game. I think it was either Game Awards or I think it was a Jeff Keighley show where that first appeared.
Because
that's what they were doing for a while.
Yeah. Why? Well, I shouldn't say why, but when did Sony pick up marketing for that and say, "Well, yeah, we're gonna take this on"? Like,
I don't know if they did.
I mean, it's being broadcast as State of Play, unless they bought time from Sony to.
They might have bought time from Sony. It's possible that there's marketing, but also like PlayStation is majority console currently, so like.
Yeah, I see why.
Yeah.
It was weird because I'm like, I know Gotham Knights and they're not related to each other, but I mean, they're both out of WB's universe where it's like, you just saw how Gotham Knights did. You want this to come up? Not that this may do worse.
No, this isn't related to Gotham Knights at all. I know there's people who are going to be like, oh, Gotham Knights was bad, so this is probably going to be bad. Yeah, but Gotham Knights was not made by Rocksteady.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason people are kind of nervous, the only reason people are kind of nervous about this game is because a lot of people didn't like parts of Arkham Knight. As great as Arkham Knight is, parts of it not great. So, I mean, I'm curious. I'm super curious about this game.
Like I told you, I think we had talked about this before. I think it is indeed co-op. If you were to get it and you like it and you're like, hey, this is good, I'll play with you. But I don't know. It's just
that I know. We haven't seen anything. We've seen no gameplay really. We've seen cutscenes, and that's why I'm kind of excited for this State of Play. I know some people were looking for the showcase. I know Genesis, you were one of them, looking for the showcase.
I knew there
Where's
wasn't going to be first
Spider-Man
parties in
2?
this one. Nobody
Where's
thought,
all
and people
that?
who were saying Spider-Man 2, I was like, bro, Spider-Man 2 wasn't going to show up with this one. It's in June. Spider-Man 2 will show up. I was just expecting second party was going to be here, so like we would have seen Stellar Blade, we would have seen
That's
Pragmata, we
still
would have
not out of
seen.
the question. Because
I
even though
mean,
they say our third-party partners, that could also mean like people working on game. Like you could still see Final Fantasy here.
I'm sure we will. If I had to take a guess and a bet, I'm sure we will.
Like there's some things that could still pop up here. Like
I
I wouldn't be surprised if we get a glimpse of Burning Shores here. I would not be surprised by that at all.
I would love to see Pragmata here since it's a Capcom game.
Oh God, Pragmata's still real.
I
Forgot
would
about
love to
that.
see. Yeah, that apparently got delayed into this year, and it's slated for
Isn't it next
2023. So
year?
no, 2023 game.
I was confused that with something else. I think.
I need to see Pragmata, like Stellar Blade, Pragmata. There's another one that I was
That
like,
might
I
be
was.
more a showcase one, because that first trailer for that
Mm,
was the showcase.
yeah.
The first showcase for the PS5.
You
Fucking
talking about
wild.
Pragmata, or are you talking
Yeah,
about Stellar
Pragmata.
Blade? Mm.
Yeah, Stellar Blade, I think is possible. I don't. Stellar Blade's later this year, isn't it?
I don't know. It's just a 2023. I
Should
would think
be.
reverse because Stellar Blade's a second party and Pragmata's third party.
I think Stellar Blade has a more of a chance showing up here than Pragmata.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
Okay.
I don't know if it's true. I don't. Both
I
will
think you're
probably
right
not
with
show
the
up.
showcase thing being
Yeah,
more for Pragmata than Stellar Blade.
yeah. Stellar Blade at this point, like people know about it. I mean, if it's not here, it might be at the show. Maybe both will be at the showcase. I don't fucking know. But like, I'm just glad we're getting something. I'm glad Sony's like,
Yeah.
even they acknowledged in their tweet, we're back.
Yeah.
Like,
I
oh,
have a high. I have a high. I'm sorry. I think that Destiny is going to be here. Destiny will have some sort of piece of the showcase as well.
oh, they have an expansion coming out, don't they?
Yeah, they do. So that'll
They're
probably show up
first
here.
party though.
Yes, this is true now. Yes.
I don't know if the well, I mean, anything's possible because they could be like, hey, by the way, check out this new 45-second trailer for Destiny. Also, we're making a Destiny show.
That's already a
I
Hmm.
thing.
would not. I what
There's already a Destiny show.
is there?
Oh, you mean TV show or
Yeah.
conference?
TV show.
Okay,
No, TV
TV show.
show.
There probably will never be a Destiny TV show,
I
but maybe.
No, that's. I mean, maybe, but
maybe.
Bungie, the reason they wanted to partner with Sony was they wanted to bring their things into the medium of television and movies. So Destiny is one of the things that they want. I could see a cartoon or something similar to like League of Legends or an anime,
Hmm.
whatever the fuck those are
Do
called.
you think we're gonna see the Black Panther and Captain America game here?
No,
Okay.
no, I don't think we'll ever see that game until like way later in the year.
Okay.
Maybe in the summer.
Yeah.
If Suicide Squad's gonna be here, are we gonna see fucking Wonder Woman?
Could be. Could be.
I hope.
What was that on an Xbox conference originally? Or was
No,
that Jeff Keighley?
that was Jeff Keighley.
Okay. Okay. Um, we'll probably see Gran Turismo here during the PSVR
Jet the
showcase.
Keeler.
Shit, what? Why
Um,
would we see? Aren't
it's
they
it,
aren't they showing 5 new PSVR 2 games?
but they're gonna show things to also promote the PSVR along with it. I'm assuming we'll see something on GT7.
All right.
I mean, the game could either even be already out or be coming out, and Sony will still put it in their showcase and their state of plays.
Hey, if that's what you want, sure, man.
I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. I'm assuming we're gonna see that. I mean, they
I
want to
don't
show.
know. I don't think they'd show that.
No.
No, I don't know why. I mean, they might. It might be like, hey, This and GT7 are available now. Like, I can't see, like, I don't see a trailer for it or anything here.
Okay. What do you guys think the 5 VR games are that they're showing off?
Probably VR. That's my guess.
Good guess.
Thank you. No, I honestly don't know. It's probably either.
RE4 VR.
That's a
could
good
be.
one.
That is
That's
a good one.
Good one.
That is a good one.
Because it has not been formally announced yet. Like,
I
hey,
saw
this is the date
something
it's coming.
somewhere.
No, meaning like here's the date and here's the release date.
Oh,
here's the
that
gameplay.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I mean.
But they did announce it, right? That it was coming.
They did announce that it was coming.
Okay, that's what I saw.
At the end of a trailer, they were like, "Hey, VR's coming for this," but there's no date or like time frame
they might
or
formally
anything.
announce it and say, "Here's the date. Here's the time frame."
No, they formally announced it. They just didn't give it a date. You're using formally wrong.
Sorry.
It's okay.
They didn't give it a date.
It's just you keep saying formally.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
They didn't formally announce it, even though they put it in a fucking trailer that went worldwide. What?
Well, that was more of like a teaser that, hey, VR's coming. No?
No, I mean, you're not wrong. There's a little tease of it.
I don't think I'm using the word formally right, though.
No, you're not.
Okay. I would also think we may see a Sackboy VR.
Fuck that. Give me an Astro.
Oh, that's another one.
Give me a fucking Astro. But
there was Astrobot VR.
Give me all the Astro.
Now
how
you
is there
don't
not
think
a tech demo Astro for the VR?
You don't think that a VR for Little Big Planet would be something that people want?
I don't think Sony thinks people want Little Big Planet right now.
Oh, okay.
Other than mobile games and maybe eventually a sequel to the Sackboy. I don't know how well Sackboy sold, and I could guess probably not that much, even with it being a launch exclusive for or even it being a launch game for PlayStation 5 and also being available on PlayStation 4. I can't imagine that it sold the best. But based on how that game is still supported with costumes every fucking week, yeah, I don't know. I mean, what you're saying, not out of the question, and I'll give you the credit for calling that. But like, I see Astro more than Sackboy. I love me some Sackboy. Love me some Sackers, if you will.
Yeah, I would say I see Astro as well. I would agree with you that Astro VR definitely more likely. We finally maybe see an Astro on PSVR 2. Maybe a sequel to the Astro that came on PS5.
Did anybody see the email that was trending on Twitter? It might have been on Reddit. It was MetaQuest's response to the PlayStation VR 2 being launched.
No.
They were like, hey, VR 2 is being launched with 49 games. 42 of them are currently available on the MetaQuest. And people were like, fucking only 7 of them? But then also people were like, launching a new hardware with 7 exclusives and 42 other games, that's a pretty good launch lineup.
That's a very good launch lineup.
Yeah, right? I think it's better than PS5 and Series X combined.
Yeah, I would agree. I would highly agree with that.
Yeah, so it was just interesting how that was going around. It's too bad nobody knows VR2 is coming out unless you're a big VR person, but
It's coming out tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah.
Midnight launch.
I just had a thought in my head for another one that I think they might announce VR. God damn it.
Half-Life Alyx. They finally worked out a deal with Valve.
No, what if we finally get the the Dreams update for VR?
There's already an update for VR. Like VR2 update?
Yeah, I'm saying VR. Like we might get the PS5 version of Dreams with VR2 support.
Honestly, that would be a fucking killer time to do it, man. Oh, man. Oh, baby. Oh, God. That's the thing, though, with me and Dreams. I want a PS5 port, but also I don't want a separate trophy list. You know what I mean? Because I then have to platinum the PS4 version to then carry it over to the PS5. I can't fucking just play the PS5 version. But, like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, God.
I don't know why
genius.
they haven't capitalized on that yet.
I'm pissed I didn't think of that.
That would be so good. That would be amazing. Can you
As,
imagine the games people would make on the PS5 with PSVR2 support?
yeah. As the man who walked into Target at 2 p.m. on February 14th, and I was like, hey, I hear Dreams launched today, but I don't see it on the shelf. And somebody was like, you're the first person to ask. And I bought it. And I was like, wow, this is not good for this game. Like, nobody pre ordered it at that Target, which is fucking terrifying. So, God, oh, please. It's got a hardcore fan base, and they're still making wild things. I even
Oh
still
my
send things
god.
in the chat like,
Yeah,
hey
I
guys,
saw
I
the
know we
one you
don't
sent with
care,
the
but like, look
no,
at
that
this.
one I think that one horror game you sent where
Yeah,
they were going to the dude, how do you make that in
half
Dreams?
the
How?
time the things I've sent, they're made by the same guy.
Oh my
A
god.
guy named like Martin something. The dude is just like, he even made like an Ellie piece from the show, like episode 2, where she's standing and looking at the Capitol building. And he's like, yeah, there's just an art piece. And people were like, I thought this was a fucking screenshot from the show. What are you doing, my guy?
Now, the dream that we would all love to see, which is never gonna happen, but I always have to say it. What
Home.
if we see yep,
Home.
exactly.
Yeah, home.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
If
just
Home was available for PSVR 2, I would be out in the store buying one the same
I
fucking day.
I want to say I would not. I know I want to say I would not. But a part of me would be like, oh shit, Home's coming, and before I text Genesis, are you getting a VR too? I'm taking a screenshot of my order and sending it to him. And we're gonna be homeboys, you know what I mean? Like, oh my
Adam, I can't
god.
tell you how excited I would be to hear the resurrection of PlayStation Home. It's PlayStation Home 2.0 in PlayStation 5 with VR2 support.
I
Like,
don't even need it to be like anything more than what it
oh
was.
God, it was amazing. I miss
Just give
Home so
me home.
much.
Like, give me the music. Give me the stupid little games. Make the connection a little bit better, please. But, like,
Uh-huh.
God,
Give
remember
me
your
the
PS3 chugging online, being like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is.
it's just before its time, man. It's just really before its time,
I
you
can
know?
literally run a fucking government computer with like 150 PS3s, but running home on one PS3 is more taxing than that. Because it was
God,
like,
I would.
gotta update. Hey, see you in 7 months. But when those 7 months pass by, whew, your 20 minutes at home before you're disconnected were fantastic. You know what I mean?
Oh
Then you go
God,
to
I
this
miss
one
that.
area and it's under construction. You're like, it's been under construction for literally 11 years. What's going on?
Then the limited time events that would happen,
Yeah, the
the
buzz.
bowling parties. Oh my
But
God.
why? Where is Buzz? Where is? I still say this. Where are all the trivia games? Fucking during the pandemic, where were they? Why didn't anybody make a trivia game that was like online, everywhere? Like Xbox used to do 1 versus 100 on Xbox Live back in the day on the 360. And you could just fucking join in on that on like Friday nights or whatever the fuck it was. And it was great. And it was so much fun. And they just stopped doing it. And then the pandemic happened and everybody's at home. Nobody capitalized on it. Nobody did. Very upset. Like,
I
even
would
if they would have
say,
capitalized, their games would have been coming out now. Still nothing.
now that you said this, just a shot in the dark. What if we get like a trivia VR game?
Yeah, I mean, oh, hey, Jackbox could be a VR game.
Jackbox VR or Wheel of Fortune VR or Jeopardy VR or something, some trivia game, maybe the resurrection of Buzz VR or That's You VR, like that. It's just VR in that sense has so many different types of like things that it could go that I'm surprised nobody has capitalized on that yet. And I'm
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
yeah. It's exciting. It's very exciting.
Mm,
This showcase or this state of play could be like, oh wow, that was actually really good, or it could be a nothing event.
I just give me PlayStation Home,
I'm
please.
leaning more towards a nothing event, but at
I
least we're gonna
mean,
see Suicide Squad. So
I don't know if it's gonna be nothing event, considering third party is gonna be there. If they have even just, oh shit, if they even have uh
what could they even show of like Final Fantasy 16 that'll get everybody hyped again though?
I mean, they just show more of the game.
Yeah, that's fair.
They could also have just have Final Fantasy 7 Part 2 Rebirth.
Yeah,
They could have a teaser trailer for Rebirth at
they
this.
could.
I don't know. They could have a Kingdom Hearts 4 fucking trailer at this point. If I'm gonna dream, they could have a fucking Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer at a third party one. Are they
That
really gonna though? No, not really. I mean,
no.
that's a fucking pipe dream at this point. I'll see that next year or the year after that probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised next week we're talking about this and we're like, yeah, Suicide Squad was there and then Little Nightmares came back. That was cool. Um,
Um, what about that Devil Inside Me game? We might see
oh,
that.
that's the one I was thinking of.
Or the
I think that's gonna
little devil
be
game, not
Yeah,
the.
Little
for
Devil Inside.
sure.
That's a yeah.
They've been so cool. They haven't said anything about that game since
Yeah,
That'll probably be like
the
ghost
first
release that day,
showcase.
maybe.
no, they had that one showcase or that one state of play dedicated to Little Devil Inside. Remember where we saw gameplay?
Was that dedicated to that game?
Yeah, remember it was the main event of a state of play. It was one of the first state of plays that they did where it was like all indie stuff or like third party.
They
And it
did
was
say indie
Oh,
for this one. This one did say indie and third party.
yeah, and that one was like a lot of people hated that state of play because they were like, "Where's Spider-Man?" Whatever.
Where's Spider-Man?
But Sony did not set the stage for that one. This one, and I
Well,
think the
they
last
they set
couple,
the expectation for this one.
yeah, they've been setting those pretty well. Um, so yeah, I think I honestly I won't walk away disappointed from what we see unless Suicide Squad looks terrible. So
Did they give a time limit for this one?
I could not find one, but state of plays are usually like 20 to 25 minutes, so I can't imagine it's longer than that. And if it is, hype. Here we go.
I mean,
6
I'm
hours.
gonna have more of a hope for a PlayStation Home coming back.
45 minutes.
It's not 5 tweets in every 15 minutes announcing new games that you can read more about on the blog. Thank you for giving us a show.
No, Adam, I already know what's gonna happen. I already figured it out.
Infamous Remake 1 and
No,
2 opens the
no.
show. Dreams VR update.
PS Home coming
Then
back.
Astro
Infamous
VR
3
game.
logo teaser.
Infamous 3, but you play a VR metahuman where it's multiplayer, and every time you touch a new person, you get a different power. And also, they're randomly generated powers, and it's basically a Hades clone, but Infamous.
It's kind of cool, actually.
It's an idea, you know. Also, GTA 6, Red Dead 3.
Oh! There was a rumor. There was a rumor that
I,
Rockstar was getting ready to show GTA
people's
6.
expectations are already too high for the state of play. GTA
Oh my
6,
god.
I can bet you. I will take a bet right now, and I will take the L next week if I have to. GTA 6 will not be here in any way, shape, or form. Watch some guy show up in a GTA 6 shirt and be like, "Oh fuck," that's it. Like, oh yeah,
What if
I don't
GTA
know.
6 is gonna come with PSVR 2 support?
I mean, if they have a first-person mode, but
Yeah.
knowing
Yeah.
Rockstar, that will come a year and a half after on the PlayStation 6.
This is true.
The PlayStation 5 is pretty cool, but to really support the graphical fidelity of Grand Theft Auto, we needed a powerful CPU and what a
What
Red Dead
about
1 remake canceled because you didn't like the other remake we did. Is it
what
because we
about
outsourced it to a company that fucking sucks and just ported over a mobile game and then ran an AI to update it? They really only worked on it for like 6 months? Maybe.
we
But you
could we
didn't
could
buy
have
it. So you
we
don't
could
get
have
Red
Red
Dead
Dead,
1 remake.
maybe not GTA 6, but maybe we'll have a Red Dead remake for
Red Dead 1
PlayStation.
remake was canceled, and so was Red Dead 2 upgrade was canceled,
Oh, never mind.
which was a confirmed story by Rockstar. Maybe they brought him back. I don't know. Maybe Dan, whatever his name is over there, fucking was like, all right, let's bring him back.
Are
I
we
don't even know
finally
if he
gonna
still
get
works there.
agent? Are we finally getting agent?
If we get agent, I have a box under my bed. I have to unlock and open it up to release a
Oh,
demon. Because I said if agent ever comes out, I will release the demon.
Elaborate on this box.
I will not.
Okay. Um, this is
Sometimes it
another shot.
shakes my bed.
Oh, okay.
oh.
All
It's a
right.
demon.
We
Also,
might
the demon wants to go home. He said his name's John. I don't know. Whatever. It's not important.
we may want to take a look into that. Anyway, um, another shot in the dark. What if we get oh shit, I had it in my head and
Agent
I forgot.
2.
No, not Agent 2. What if we get Returnal VR mode?
That sounds bad. In the words
Can
of
you
Kevin.
imagine? Can you imagine the bullet hell, but in first person?
No, I cannot.
Oh my god!
Returnal had the second worst launch on the PC for PlayStation.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But Sony doesn't care. Because they're like, yeah, they'll sell eventually. And they're right. They do. They're absolutely right.
Yeah, I think a lot of PC people are also against paying
Full price.
the
Yeah.
full price for games, especially.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
Sony should not do that.
they rarely release at full price though. Like
No,
I always see the
it's
PC
usually
ports.
$60.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
I see the PC
I
ports
think
on sale on like Green Man Gaming before they even launched. Like pre-order and you get it's a
That's on
20%
well,
Green
off.
Man
yeah, but
Gaming.
yeah, it's not Steam.
Oh, is it not the same
Yeah,
thing?
they're looking at Steam only for the most
Oh,
part,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
because it's an
Not
actual retailer for them.
yeah, not everybody uses like Green Man Gaming or like fucking I mean everybody should, especially if they're buying shit on Steam because if you just Google the game, you're gonna find a discount code or something for it most of the time.
Yeah.
Or it's in a humble bundle where you can pay $1 and get 38 other games.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
That's this Thursday, right?
Yeah, Thursday at 1.
Alrighty.
I'm at work.
I will be home.
I'll quit.
Oh,
Well, I have work at 2, but I'll be home to see it if it's
I'll quit.
25
I'll
minutes.
quit. Don't worry.
What?
I'll quit.
wait, what time is
I'm
it
quitting.
then?
I already quit.
It's 1.
1 p.m. EST?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Why
It's
would I
not
say 1
timing.
p.m. GMT? I'm not Genesis. Remember that one time you did
Well,
that?
usually it's at like 5.
Yeah, no, it's a state of play. Sometimes they just put them in the
Hmm.
more early. I don't know why.
Excuse me. Wait, what? I said GMT one time?
No, remember where you're like, I don't know what time it's at, and then you said the time, and then we were like, that's not the time that it's at. And you're like, no, it is. And then you looked it up on your phone, and you still said that time, and we're like, that's not the time. I think it was West Coast time.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, good times.
Could have sworn that's what the time was, but I was wrong.
Yeah, you were.
Mm-hmm.
Good times.
Uh,
Good times.
Kevin, you playing Atomic Heart?
Yeah,
What do you think so far?
it's pretty good so far.
Okay. All right. Well, look forward to Kevin's preview of Atomic Heart next week on Crafting a Chat. I think that's it for us tonight. Join us next week again, same time, same place, twitch.tv/crafting and chat.
No rumors?
YouTube. No rumors. No.
No game scores?
Is this the end of the month? No, it's not.
No, next Tuesday is the 28th, and then March 1st is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll take
wow.
scores next. Yeah, I'll take scores next Tuesday.
Oh, I don't know if any embargoes broke or anything.
Does anything come out the 1st of March?
I don't know. I don't keep track anymore.
I'll keep track and I'll look. If anything, I will text you guys and get game scores if anything.
Cool.
But yeah. YouTube.com/starting too late with 2 R's, and that's a wrap for us, folks. Thank you for everybody who tunes in, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care, you fucking stupid monkeys.
What the fuck? Oh, reference to the last